Badoosh.
Hey guys, my name is Sigman and welcome to a video log. No, this is not exactly going to be reading your comments. That will return next week. I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit. Is that all right if I talk to you a little bit? Just things going on in the channel. As you may have noticed, the channel is at 259 subscribers. That's a 10 subscriber drop from a couple days ago, actually, because the channel had gone up a couple. Now, I'm sure all of you, if not most of you, know about the huge sub drop that happened with YouTube. Something happened in the system. They say it's fixed and everything should be displaying accurately, but I don't know about that. About 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because I was awake for this when it happened, all of a sudden my Twitter feed blows up. People are like, hey, look at your subs. What's going on here? What's going on here? So I check it and it's like, well, first everything looked fine. I didn't really notice that. And then I looked at it again. I'm like, holy shit, it dropped 10 subscribers. Oh, wow. Okay. I know numbers aren't everything in this. It's not about the numbers. It's about the people. It's about the quality of the content. But on the same hand, it kind of shows you that your hard work's paying off a little bit. You know, just it's a nice thing. It's one of those nice things, I guess, is the best way I'm trying to go about it. And it kind of feels like a slap in the face a little bit. You know, it's nothing on any of you. It's just kind of how I look at it. It's like a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, and a lot of effort. So frustrated, I can't even talk right. It's just a lot of hard work and effort gone into it. And there's other content creators similar size as this channel, and they've gone through the same thing and they were heartbroken over it. It really, really sucks, you know what I mean? But the channel will pick up and recover from it. We'll all just pick up and recover and we'll just move on from there. And I'm excited about the future. What else can I say? There are a few things I wanted to talk about, but first I will read one comment up before we move on into the happy stuff. Now, this isn't the first time I've ran into an issue like this about something else, but it feels like it's kind of piling up, so I need to address it now before the snowball effect happens. Try not to use titles ripped from Markiplier. That's right, that was on my video World Ending Rage on Ben and Ed. I believe it was episode 12. Now, yes, Markiplier did use the term world-ending rage on his Ben and Ed video. However, it's not, I see the connection on it, but one thing I don't think people understand, or at least know, you know, by looking at my front page, I have a thing that says Full Rage Thursdays. I do a lot of rage videos. Those of you subscribed know that I do a lot of rage games, and you can only come up with so many different ways of saying, this game makes me so angry, before the titles get repetitive, so you have to try to think outside of the box and come up with different terms. So I thought, okay, wait, world-ending rage. I thought world-ending rage would have been good for that Ben and Ed episode, because the titles are a description of what you're gonna get into with the video content itself. And world-ending rage worked really, really well, I thought, because I lost my shit in this video. But the thing to keep in mind is that there are thousands, if not millions, of other Let's Players out there. And I'm not saying it's okay to rip other people's titles, but on the same hand, when you do nothing, well, not nothing, but when you do a lot of rage games like I do, you don't want the same names coming up over and over again for your titles, so you just come up world-ending rage. Okay, I like that title. I'm gonna use that title. Oh shit, Markiplier's using the same title for the same game that I'm ironically doing a rage series of for the next few weeks. I'm still going to use it anyways because it makes sense for the channel, makes sense for that video. Just because something similar doesn't mean that somebody's ripping the other off. Does that make any sense? I'm not really upset about it. At first I was kind of like, then the more I thought about it, it's like, you know, there's gonna be, I'm gonna get ripped about it. It doesn't matter. People up and coming in YouTube, it doesn't matter. You could have this background. I've had people say, yo, your background looks like Markiplier's. Okay, we'll tell that to the other 1,000 people that have the exact same background I do, if not use color. I was actually going to use color in mine before Mark did his, and all of a sudden his popped up. And it's just a coincidence, you know, it's all coincidences with that stuff. But again, I figured this is gonna be a bump in the road that I'm gonna have to hit over and over and over again, and I will address it every time it comes up, because I feel like the channel's unique. I feel like I'm, in terms of presentation, I feel like I'm kind of unique, at least I like to think so, and I've had a few people, you know, tell me, and I'm not trying to, you know, toot my own horn or anything like that. And you ever thought about that, tooting your own horn? That just sounds really wrong, doesn't it? And it's just, I don't want titles or anything like that to really bog down the channel. I have people thinking that, oh, this person's copying off of this person to get attention or what have you. I don't want any of that, but I'm not going to change the title. It fit the theme for the game. It fit the theme for what was going on at that time. So it works. But yeah, TLDR, TL did not listen, whatever. You can only come up with so many ways of saying how bad a game pisses you off or that it's a rage game before you're eventually gonna run into something else that is similar or the same. But in my defense, I do it every week. Okay, so on Twitter last night, I had asked whether or not to use Twitch or YouTube Gaming, and it actually came up, let's see here. 10 votes, 70% voted YouTube Gaming. Now, some of the reasons were sound on this. Let me see if I can pull that up. See, these are some right here. What you're gonna see right here is some of the reasonings behind either going to Twitch or YouTube Gaming. Some people are saying for smaller creators, YouTube Gaming is better, specifically because it's harder to get noticed on Twitch. And I know that for a fact because I had gone on Twitch before with a popular game, just some random game actually. I had one person show up and they disappeared like 5 seconds in. It's like, yeah, okay. But with YouTube Gaming, I get people to show up and then they have fun with it. You know, they sit and chat and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot easier to get more people, and the channel, the growth of the channel has actually benefited because of that. So that's like my biggest drawback for it. The point of this vlog is to talk about whether or not to do either, YouTube Gaming or Twitch. You know, obviously the Twitch, the loyal Twitch people are going to say, hey, go to Twitch. But then YouTube Gaming seems to have its better prospects as well. Maybe one day if the channel gets big enough, then maybe I'll just go over to Twitch and try that out and see how that works. But right now, I think I will stick with YouTube Gaming. And I wanted to fit in live stream more often, not just Sundays, because doing it one day a week is kind of counterproductive. Number one, people aren't always going to be available on Sunday, but if you're available as much as humanly possible, like right now, for instance, I'm recording at 9:30 a.m. Maybe I could start live streaming at 9 a.m. my time, going on to about 10:30, like an hour and a half. That way you have a half hour between that live stream and then when the original content posts. Or maybe I'll just push the content up to a later time and then I could live stream longer. I don't know. Let me know what you all think about this in the comment section down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. I will say Full Rage Thursday is going to be on a temporary hiatus for just a little bit, specifically because I didn't get a whole lot of feedback on the second episode of was it VVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVV what you guys think. Hitting the like button really does help, and it tells me to keep making that content. So until then, I'm going to be looking for a different Rage game to play. Well, okay, this has gone on for a bit. Thank you all so much for your time. I know the channel hit kind of a bump in the road, and it's a little discouraging. It did drop down to 259 subscribers, but we will pick up from it. So again, thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for 259 subscribers, and thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, share the video with a friend. That would be great. And hey, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button to join the Sigman army today. I'm gonna try to do a lot more live streamings because those are a lot of fun. Live streams are a blast, and I hope to do a lot more of those real soon, but I could really use your guys' feedback. Well, thank you all again so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sticking around with me through all this stuff. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.